I'm going to now shift to telling you a little bit about myself. So you see, I'm sitting outside. I live on 5 acres with 3 donkeys and 12 cats. So that's an important part of my life. I just finished feeding everybody, and now I'm out here talking to you. I was hoping to talk to you before the sun got too bright, because I have lenses that change color, and so you get me with sunglasses and you can't see my eyes. And that seems to be pretty important to Americans, to be able to see people's eyes. So I tried, and I failed. But it's nice to be outside here in the morning before it gets too hot. Before I got up this morning to go out and feed the animals behind me, I saw 4 deer who had come in over the fence, and they were grazing, and then I got to watch them jump back over the fence to get out, which was really important to me because I had been curious, do they have to get a running start or can they just go straight up? And I learned they can basically go straight up and over. It's a 4-foot fence. So this living in a very natural place is a really important part of the context of my life. And you will see that context is going to become very important to us as we go through this semester. The other point about context in me that you might need to know is that because I have donkeys, my context for things like smartass jokes is really different than that of most people. And it was one of the most fun parts. Well, having donkeys is fun no matter what, but one of the most fun parts was getting a free pass to tell ass jokes, and because I have them. And so you'll see that they are a huge part of my life. And if you're lucky, you'll get to see some of them in video. I teach in the Communication Studies department, which is why I teach this course. This course is a course that we decided we wanted to have because theory, a lot of our students were getting introduced to theory when they were seniors. And so it was a huge shock for them. So we want to have students ease into the idea that there are different theories for thinking about how communication works and how communication becomes a building block for culture. So, yeah, no big papers. You have reading postings. Your postings are going to be graded mostly in terms of quantity and for staying on the topic. And rather than on any great shakes of understanding that you may have, I'm not going to try to evaluate how that in your postings, because the texts that we're reading are complicated and complex, and we are all reading them together. And every time I read them, I have read these people for years, and when I first started reading them, I was very perplexed about what they were talking about. So if you find the text perplexing, don't worry about it. This is why I'll be guiding you through some questions to ask yourself as you're reading, so that in addition to acquiring the foundational theoretical thinking behind our discipline, you will also increase in your skills as a critical reader. So that's the intro to the course. First thing you want to do after listening to me talk here now is to go to Slack and find the channels for discussing the question, what is communication and what is culture? So before you listen to me talk anymore, or before you start reading, I want you to go into those threads and talk with each other about what communication and culture mean to you now as we embark on the class. So thank you. I'm really glad you're here, and I'm really looking forward to what you have to say about communication and culture. I've been out here in the country with my animals and the trees and the grass and all that since the middle of March, and I don't talk to too many people since the quarantine started. So it'll be really fun to interact with you even though we are not in the same place. So more later. Bye.